Ryan from Ryan Games 101, and I'm here to prove Don and Plot Armor Games completely wrong. We are going to play Seattle Seahawks versus the Carolina Panthers. I'm not the best at defense, but I'm pretty good at offense. So we are going to just go ahead and get started with the game. We'll just go ahead and do just normal color rush. Actually, let's just do that. And this is Madden 18, so this is where Cam Newton and Russell Wilson and everything. .415. Let's make it clear. All right, let's go.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. Both quarterbacks have reliable tight ends they know they'll be able to count on to make plays. It's Graham's Seahawks going up against Olsen's Panthers. With that, it's time to hook up with our commentators in the booth as we turn it over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Carolinas and
my city, baby.
Stadium here in Uptown Charlotte. A short time ago, a scene that never fails to stir up the folks here in Charlotte. Cam Newton strutting his way onto the field. His guys are fired up as they get set to go toe-to-toe with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. Hi again, everybody.
God, the graphics
Alongside
look
my
like
partner
crap
Charles
now.
Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. And Charles, we saw Larry focus on the tight end matchup in his open. You think it's one to watch, don't you?
Definitely one to watch because these guys can create such big plays by all the different things they can do. Line up out wide, in the slot, line up in a normal tight end position, and then who are you going to cover them with? Is it a linebacker, a defensive back? They create mismatches all throughout the game.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. They're led onto the field by their quarterback, a man who's made quite the name for himself in the NFL, and that's Russell Wilson.
And when I think of Russell Wilson, I think not just of the big plays that he's made, and those are considerable, but when they were made. 4th and 26 in a Big Ten championship game against Michigan State when he was with Wisconsin.
Thomas Davis, my sister went to school with his daughter and son.
For a touchdown in an NFC championship game against the San Francisco 49ers. When the chips are down, this guy plays at a big level.
And he'll just get back to the line of scrimmage, if that. And with a flag on the field, and that one looks to be in the area where someone was held. That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold him.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. 4 yards on the pickup. It'll be second down. Here's the offense. Certainly some threats on this offense, and one of them that they target is Doug Baldwin.
Not only does he do a nice job catching the ball downfield, he's also a tremendous blocker that helps unleash the running game.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. From the shotgun, Wilson.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Took a shot, couldn't connect. And the starting crew defensively for Carolina.
Oh, yeah, we had Peppers. And then Luke, Shaq Thompson, Thomas Davis. Wow.
Sometimes tackles can move up and
Ooh,
down the line of
we were
scrimmage creating a big pile of bodies.
What a team we had back then.
To make a lot of tackles.
And worth noting, he's on our all-name team, isn't he?
No doubt about it.
Play action. Now Wilson.
Got him.
Rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Mario Addison coming in to drop it for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down.
Look, Carolina had a number of issues last year, and that's why they slumped to 6-10 after a Super Bowl appearance. But pass rush wasn't a problem for them. They still got to the quarterback.
47 total sacks. That was just one behind Arizona, who led the league.
Yeah, I think the biggest issue for them, young corners, they gave up a lot of big plays.
So on 4th down, as seen on TV, here's their resident strongman, John Ryan, on to punt. Back deep is Kalen Clay. Let's take it inside his own 40. A good return there. Call it 13 yards.
Not bad.
The Panthers will take over in terrific field position. So now here are the Panthers with excellent field position to start off.
MVP. MVP.
Big-bodied electric quarterback, Cam Newton.
Cam has all the skills that you're looking for. The arm that can do everything. The ability to run. Hard to bring down because of his size. But the joy that he plays the game, I think that's his stock in trade. That's his calling card. That's what sets him apart from other players.
And the tight end Olsen, right side. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Now a first carry for Jonathan Stewart. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Newton on first down. And this will complete right side to Funches.
There we go.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag. Because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. Now a first down throw for Newton.
Oh, no. Yep, that was bad. That was a bad throw.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. Throwing again. Newton. And the tight end Dixon left side. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd
What's
down.
up, Don? How you doing, bro?
And a look at Seattle's defense.
Earl Thomas has the speed, quickness, and skills to be a cornerback in the NFL, and I think he would have been a good one. But playing in the middle of the field as a free safety, I think he's the best eraser in the NFL. Takes care of any mistakes that happen in front of him and hardly ever lets anything get over his head.
This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey.
Boom.
And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that has to be pinpoint here.
So I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want
I
to
really like the Seahawks color rush.
But that call makes sense because
Looks really good.
They it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Come on. Yeah.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Greg Olsen from 8 yards out. And the Panthers are going to take a first quarter lead. And he's such a talented tight end, just creates nightmarish tight matchups on the other side.
He's so good that when we say tight end, we're almost
now he's being a broadcaster.
He's as good as any receiver
Fox.
in the NFL.
Well, that's the deal. He's a wide receiver, just in a bigger body.
Big body, a matchup nightmare, and who's
Perfecto.
going to cover it? When I sit in the film session, I just look at the coach and say, really? Really? You going to yell at me? You go cover it.
So that drive in total 8 plays. And Carolina scores to cap it off.
Oops.
Gano out to kick this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
All right, I'm not the best at defense, but let's see what happens here. Yes, you did. Yes, you did. And before you showed up on the stream, there's Davis Sr. My sister went to school with his daughter and his son. She's met him multiple times, and she's met Cam.
And not let them affect you in a negative way. That's what all the guys are looking for.
They run again with
Fuck.
Carson. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
And that's a nice pickup.
No, my sister has. I've never met him. She told me that she talked to him about me, but I haven't. I think I met Steve Smith.
And here we go on first down.
That was a long time ago, though.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. A gain of 3, second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
Thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
I have no idea, actually. I think he lives in Atlanta. That's where he's from. He does a podcast now and everything. Get him! Julius Peppers, baby.
In there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack.
They need to, actually, put him up more. Panthers kind of disrespected Cam, in my opinion.
It's triple zeros. And time is up on the first quarter. 7-0 is our score. EA Sports NFL Sunday returns following this. Alongside my broadcast partner Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin hits the Seahawks with a football to begin quarter number 2. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up. From the gun, it's Wilson. It's caught. Lockett. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well.
All right.
Defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
I'll take that back.
Now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer.
Yeah, let that go in the end zone.
Did he put that on a dime? He did. Wow.
Oh, son of a bitch. And his last name is Ryan, too. Of course it is.
And onto the field, here come the Panthers. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like
all right, so we are back deep into our end zone. Let's try just a little simple quick slants here. Just to kind of, get ahead.
He's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big first down to get away from the end zone.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps.
Go, Cam. Go. Oh, fuck.
Escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Oh, don't mock him.
In there to drop him for a loss on the play.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame.
I don't like that at all.
Sometimes it's just a great play.
On second down, here's Newton. To Shepard, complete over the middle. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
First down.
To give those running backs that are slashers a lot of credit, but how about guys who are maulers? Because that's who you want in short yardage situations, and we just saw that occur right there, didn't we?
Vertical, downhill running. Here's Newton. And he floated one
Good play.
out there, incomplete.
Good play by the defense. Very good play.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Second and 10. Newton again. Flushed out right. And he'll get
Damn, I clicked it wrong. A little too late.
He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
Still way too far out. We're still really far. We've got to get a first down here. Fuck.
And he'll get this only up to about the 35.
I'm going for it. I'm doing it. I'm doing it. Do. All right. Oh, they are the Phoenix Suns. I only follow the Hornets, and you know the Hornets, they're nothing special.
I thought this might just be an attempt to draw them up and get the first down that way, but they were going for it the whole time, and they wind up getting it.
How's Plot doing today? Normally he streams around 1:30, 2 o'clock today. He must be busy with stuff. Oh!
It's caught right side, Dixon.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield, but when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays.
Hold on, I gotta get my phone out. Your comments a little too long.
That'll drive a team towards a victory.
Let's let 2-minute warning. Yep. That's perfect. And I can just go in.
Play here in the first half. Back with more from Charlotte after this. Back now. As I search for my cue card here, there we go. Coming up at halftime, Larry Ridley will join us from
4 years ago during the NBA Finals. Okay, I see it now.
From our first half of play.
Well read.
Well, thank you.
Who did they play? The Lakers?
On first down, Newton. That's Samuel caught left side. And he's brought first down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside.
Yeah, tell me about it. Touchdown. From the 1-yard line, baby.
16-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers add on to their lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
And it's
Boom.
good to make it 14-0.
I don't know anything about him.
A long 11-play drive, and it's capped off by a Jonathan Stewart run.
I've been to Arizona, but I've been to like the Grand Canyon area on the top. I've never been to the lower part where Phoenix is.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This
Albuquerque, New Mexico is beautiful. The Grand Canyon is beautiful. That whole trip I took, is like, it was unbelievable.
And typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early. Probably not very deep into
I don't like this. I don't like this. They're going in 2-minute offense.
Try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. They'll get
North Carolina, we have Mount Mitchell, which is the tallest mountain on the eastern side.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson.
Got him!
The rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Thomas Davis. He's the one that gets him down. It'll be a loss of 5, and it'll bring up 4th down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it.
Touchback.
And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
All right. Probably should have taken a knee, but
They start on the ground. This is Stewart on first. And he's going to get this one across the
there we go.
30-yard line.
Let's run it out.
12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
There's 4 other people on here.
Come to halftime, and what's already
Welcome
a
3 other people
two-touchdown
besides Don.
game.
Welcome.
As we'll send you down the coast to Orlando, where we check in with our friend Larry Ridley and the EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry?
Okay, Brandon, thanks, and welcome everyone to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get to the highlights. The Panthers are happy to be sitting in the locker room with the lead. The Seahawks didn't play their best, and they'll need to be at their best now to come back. All right, let's take a look at some of the highlights from the first half. Seahawks starting it up on their opening drive. Addison's going to get the quarterback here. This will go for a loss of 8.
This is in the beginning.
Panthers now late in the first. In traffic, Greg Olsen will make the catch. And it ends up
Yeah, we've already saw all that. I'm just going to skip all
Who needs
this.
a halftime?
Yeah, who needs a halftime?
Let's resume play.
Exactly.
So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Take that.
Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the 3rd quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd
See what
quarter.
we got
Just get
here.
that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And
Yep.
he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Here's Newton now on 2nd down. And they got the hook up. This is Olsen. And he's brought down. Newton to Olsen there for a Carolina first down.
There we go.
Been together a little while now, partner. How often do we actually describe tight ends as nifty? Because that's what I think of when I see Greg Olsen on the field. His ability to run routes, create space and separation, and make those
Oh,
catches
shoot.
And sure consistent. The numbers the last couple of years almost identical, and both over 1,000-yard seasons. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself,
now that's Cam Newton right there. Now that's Cam Newton.
Gets him a first down.
Partner, it's often that man coverage is easier for a quarterback to run against. You get your receivers going downfield. Those guys are staying with them, and oftentimes they have their back to the quarterback, which opens up a lot of space and room, and they don't even know that he's taking
There's
off
McCaffrey.
with it. What a big-time pickup on that play.
Come on, buddy. Touchdown.
Touchdown, Carolina. A great play there. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Panthers add on to their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
And it is now 21-0. That time a 6-play drive. And the last play on the drive, the touchdown run from Christian McCaffrey. Gano out to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards.
Don, aren't you going to Atlanta soon? Or something like that? I think you are.
Now we'll see what this
or Georgia,
Seahawks
at least.
Has in store with their first possession of the second half. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone. And I know this one that's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. It's a pick six for a Panther touchdown.
Touchdown.
D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Gano now to add the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded about a yard deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown.
Got you.
He's brought down. It's a Panther sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Here's Carson, able to slither by.
Oh, that was nice.
At the 30 here. It'll be a pickup of 12 yards, and they're going to have a third down.
In today's NFL, when you get teams in long yardage situations with your defense, you're really going to go to your speed packages. You're going to get smaller, lighter guys on the field in order to cover the expected pass.
Damn.
So they might want to run the ball against a smaller, lighter lineup with your big guys, and that's exactly what happened on that play. It was tough.
This is Madden 18. This is not. This is a really old one.
Themselves up in third and manageable. They've got a chance at a first down.
The new ones are just. I mean, this is still a new one. This one's still kind of a trash game. It's a 7 out of 10, but I enjoy it because I like football. And I'm about. Yep, they're about to score. Yep.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle.
Also, what's up, Mac?
Baldwin, 55 yards. And the Seahawks are to cut into that deficit. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
All right. Okay. All right. I knew they were going to score eventually.
I mean, let's face it. That should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Here's Walsh now to kick this one off. That's fielded in the end zone.
Me and my uncle Larry, we're big football fans and NASCAR fans. He passed away last year, but we always enjoyed watching this. So whenever football season comes on, I'm just glued to it.
A really good groove right now. I don't know if it's just the play calling. I know the execution is really sharp right now. And they're making plays.
There you go.
Defense has no answer and no chance of catching up.
Yeah, they're just looking to turn anywhere for a stop defensively. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down, even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot.
Yeah, there we go. All right.
And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Smiles, everyone, smiles, because when Cam Newton and Greg Olsen hook up like they've been doing throughout this game, that's one big reason why they're winning.
What makes Greg Olsen so tough to cover?
I think he really is a wide receiver in a tight end's body. He runs his routes with such great precision and some physical toughness, and he really fights and competes for the ball.
And then, of course, it helps to have Cam Newton throwing it to you.
Well, how'd it go, man? Well, when this game's over with, I'm going to cut my stream off, too.
So second down, 3
I hope the gig went well. Just played guitar and sang and everything.
Here's Newton.
Oh, I should have moved quicker.
Escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Nazir Jones.
That's not good. That's not good. That's not good. That's not good.
And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
Yep. That was my mistake.
Protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job.
Boom.
When you hold it and give
Come
them
here.
a sack, you're really almost
Yeah.
Touchdown, Carolina. Devin Funches, 32 yards.
Well, you're always going to mess up, you know? That's a part of being a musician. No, you always screw up.
You should never do that in the NFL.
Let it go under the bridge as soon as you...
Home with a loss.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Gano out to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep.
Gotcha.
He'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Doug Baldwin and company getting ready to go again on offense.
Okay. I have to go to the bathroom. I have been holding this for like freaking an hour, so just give me a second. Sorry about that.
It's pretty good game for him so far. I guess he's still got time here to make this a great game, but so far, he's been solid.
I like where you're going with that because it has been pretty good, but there's always that hint that things can really escalate for him.
Yeah, and you're tired too. You've been up since 1 o'clock, so totally understand that.
But boy, he can explode at any moment.
Yeah, and when you hit that end zone once, you want to find it again, don't you?
Yes, you do.
Makes you hungrier.
You get greedy in a good way.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
When you're putting together
yeah, I had to go to the. I was holding that.
We're seeing in this game, controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
Yeah, man, get some rest. It's all good.
And that is going to do it.
Went to bed at 4:30. Dang.
With more after this, you're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
So Don and Plot, what you think about this right now?
Their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
Still your blowout, huh? Okay. Watch me, I just jinx myself. Just watch it.
Wilson. He's going to float this one deep right side.
Fuck me!
And the defense loses him. It's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Paul Richardson, 73 yards.
I shouldn't have said anything. I shouldn't have said it.
Just a bit. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No,
yep, I messed up. That was my mistake. I completely messed that up.
I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear
Dom was here a little. Oh, they're doing an onside kick.
that meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way to the end zone for the touchdown.
Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you
The freak is wrong with his eyes?
Practice, right? That you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
On first down, it's Newton. And Olsen over the middle. And brought down, but not.
I think Plot's busy. He would have streamed already today. He showed up yesterday on my stream.
But how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up.
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching
Ow.
Atlanta, our apologies. And he'll be knocked down sideways. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
Well, he's proven real.
I didn't know he worked on the weekends. I thought he didn't.
Don't force it. Just get what you can.
Maybe he got called in or something. Something happened.
To throw on second down is Newton. And the hit jarred it loose.
Dang, man.
It's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact. And as a result,
So, Mac, how's everything sound?
They'll try and run it. Here's Stewart. Panthers touchdown. Jonathan Stewart, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Panthers add on to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning.
I'll take that.
Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. The bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
A drive there of just 4 plays. And it's capped off by a Jonathan Stewart run.
Yep, exactly right. You're exactly right. Turtle Beach headset and streaming from PS5. So I can see the chats, but when it uploads to my YouTube and everything, your guys' chats are not going to be up there. So it's going to sound like I'm talking to myself.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a
Like, I want it after it gets uploaded that you can still see the chats. And that's what comes with the capture card and all that stuff.
Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But I got my YouTube channel updated. I did a whole bunch of stuff to it yesterday.
They're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent. But you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of
in plots they can.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Jimmy Graham, 29 yards. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit. And nowadays in NFL football, you have to account for all the receivers, sure, but the tight end's such a weapon, and they prove it right there.
Oh, without a doubt. And we're seeing now the golden age of tight ends catching the football. I go back to Kellen Winslow. To me, he was a prototype of what we're seeing today. We're seeing it each and every week now.
Walsh now for the PAT.
Oh, okay.
And that'll cut the lead back now to 21. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And it looks like the Panthers' hands team does its job. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football.
All right, cool. Thank you, man. I appreciate it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team...
That's really the biggest issue I have with it right now.
80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the...
He just high-fived the air.
I'm still waiting to see that number.
The man just high-fived the air.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, fourth quarter, yet he's still firing away.
Hello, sir.
He believes that's the best way to go ahead and win
okay.
the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his
I'm thinking about playing Red Dead 2. I'm really,
that's what they're doing.
I think everything's set up. I'm going to be able to do that now.
But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7. The Panthers on third.
Just trying to run this clock out.
Perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. They'll run it now out of the gun. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
There we go.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough.
Oh, I can't wait to brag. I'm going to brag so hard to both of them.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1.
I just got to make it official.
Time for a break. This one all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down.
I will.
Salt this one away.
20.
Out of the gun, Newton. And that'll be caught. Touchdown Panthers.
Boom.
Olsen. Greg Olsen, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Panthers add on to their lead. They have the lead in the fourth, but still passing. Finding the big target for the touchdown. Now that lead grows even more.
Everybody gets to join in the fun. You know, it doesn't have to just be the wide receivers catching touchdown passes. The tight end doesn't just have to do just the dirty work inside. He gets a chance to get into the end zone as well.
Gano out to kick this one away.
Boink.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And Seattle now ready to march onto the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But
you okay, dude? You used to sit there just like on the ground.
Yeah. As they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them.
All right, cool.
You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Seahawk first down. Wilson to his big target, Graham.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Picked up a first down.
Now Wilson. And Graham's got it over the middle. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. A gain of 6 there on first.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a second and manageable.
All right, bro. Have a great rest of your day.
To throw is Wilson. Over the middle, complete. It's Graham. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that
they just really trying here.
It'll be a gain of 6.
Ain't no point in trying here.
Down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. As they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. On 3rd down, Wilson.
Come here, friend.
Let it fly. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to
and that's it.
the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
Well plot. And Don, it wasn't as bad as the other game, but didn't I say it would still be a blowout? Told you.
Ryan to send this one away. And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. They'll start the drive with a run by Stewart. Space to maneuver at the 40. And heavy contact. He is knocked.
Game over.
That one 28 yards on the ground. And this looks to probably be the final play.
And that's it.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass.
You just slap his butt.
That's called being in the zone.
Gay.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm
All
Brian
right.
Gaughan, and this has been a...
And what was our stats? Our stats were pretty dang good, man. All right. All right, so I'm going to call it a day for right now. Thank you, everyone who stopped by. This is Ryan from Ryan Games 101, and peace out.